So the last story I got is AJ Johnson, who best known as the mother in Baby Boy.
I think she's best known as Shireen in House Party.
Okay, you stand corrected.
That's her latest.
All right, okay.
But yeah.
She recently did an interview with Angela Yee's podcast, Lip Service, where she discussed for her 50th birthday, she shared her bed with two men, and she explained it as they were all friends, and it was all it was a good experience for her. You know what I mean?
What's that Ludacris song?
What's that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Use a hoe.
Okay.
Use a hoe. I said that use a hoe.
Oh, all right, okay, all right. We ain't gonna put no label on.
Nah, I'm just playing.
Auntie just
was a
yet.
joke.
You know
That
what I
was a
mean?
joke. That was a
Auntie
joke.
like to get you loose. You know what I mean?
That was a joke.
She recently responded to some of the backlash, saying that it wasn't a threesome, it was a train. Now, this sparked.
She said it was a train?
No, she said that it was a threesome. After that interview, the comments and everybody discussing it has been saying that, okay, when a woman has sex with two men, it's a train. It's not a threesome. You know, it's one of those double standards kind of things.
Well,
you know what I mean?
technically, if there's three people involved, it's a threesome.
Right.
It's a threesome train.
If you're counting. Yeah, it's a choo-choo. Auntie had a
It's a
choo-choo.
threesome train.
Okay. From what I gathered, females feel it's a sensual thing. It's about the sensuality of the experience, right? Yeah. So if it's dudes being aggressive, one banging from the back, one in the front, and
DP.
That's I guess that's trained, but it's like the way she explained it was like the men were focusing on pleasing her, not pleasing themselves. So in that sense, that's why she's trying to say it's not a train. It's like more of a threesome because she was the center of attention, and everybody was trying to please her.
Auntie birthday.
Females are always the center of attention while having sex. So I don't know when they are not ever the center of attention. So yeah, I mean.
Mr. Otis.
What was the other guy doing when?
Listen,
the other
Mr.
guy
Otis
was in her. I don't know.
Mr. Otis and Uncle Cleefus had her spinning like a rotisserie in the back of Boston Market.
Okay,
that's what happened. She was back there spinning. Yeah, man.
She never said she was having sex with both of them at the same time ever.
That's what a threesome is. We ain't gonna do all that, Auntie. Come on.
He wasn't in the other room though. She definitely said he was in the same room, and they would switch off with kissing her, and one dude would hit it, and then she said specifically, flip me around. The other dude would flip me around, and then he would take me, and then the other dude would take me, and it was a salsa, or was it merengue, or was it fucking tango? I don't know what it was. She said something like that.
Was it a shish kebab?
That's exactly what it was.
Poked, yo. Like.
That was a DP. She's not telling everybody that.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's one of those double standards that, I'm sorry, ladies, you're going to have to deal with it because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? This lady's 50 years old. Is she still trying to get chose by somebody? Like, this news is coming out. Like, the biggest thing that's going to happen off of this is that, every group of two dudes is going to be hollering at her now because it's a 2-for-1 special. You know what I mean? And then second, dudes, like, she's never getting wiped with this shit. Unless dude's a cuck. Unless he's a cuck.
Nah, some guys like that, yo.
Unless you clone Will Smith somewhere.
I don't think she
don't do my nigga like that.
I don't think she cares. I think she's free.
Yeah.
Sexually free.
Right.
And because she was talking about a whole host of other shit.
What else?
Like,
I only saw the clips. I didn't even see
like freak shit. Like, you ever suck some? She was asking the chicks, you ever suck somebody off with pearls in your hand or something like that? And he was like, huh, what is that?
Oh, she a freak.
No, that's some old school shit, right? Like, who the fuck got some pearls, right? Anyway.
Angela Yee, she got a way of getting shit out of people, because I don't know, like, when I heard it, I was like, yo, she just admitted that? Like, I had to run it back. Like, she just said she got a train ran on her.
Yeah.
This is like,
that's
we
Jody
know
mom.
her from the Jody mom. That's
you did?
That's Shireen from House Party. Like,
yeah.
Well, wait, what? I had to rewind it. Like,
but
no,
she owning it. She owning it.
She owned the hell out of that.
Is there something liberating to that, or?
I think so, because it's all based on your perception of it. As her, like the way you give it to people is the way they're going to kind of take it. Now, some people ain't feeding for the bullshit. They're not gonna fall for the Jedi mind trick. Like, as much as you want to say how sensual and how like liberating and shit was, like it's like it is what it is. Like,
hold on,
Niggas going to town.
Here's the ultimate. I'm gonna get too graphic for you guys.
Don't.
I'm not gonna get too graphic. I'm gonna say it like this. The way that you figured that out is how it's finished. Right?
Right.
Like, how do you finish it? This whole tango merengue thing that she thinks is happening. Because that's really what it is.
Mm-hmm. So if the men retain their semen,
and she
had an orgasm,
or she looking like a Cinnabon in the mall,
she's straight. Or that.
Yeah, that part.
If she's looking like a Cinnabon.
I'm sorry.
My man is on fire today. Yo, if she's looking like a Cinnabon.
Sorry.
If she look like a Cinnabon in the mall, then I'm sorry. That was a train.
Okay.
If they had semen retention and she's the only one that got off, I'll take that sensual stuff all day.
Now, let me move the conversation a little further. Do men just have to get over this? Get over our male ego? Get over our pride and just wife up hoes?
Not necessarily.
Does our ego have anything to play with the way we perceive this whole thing?
This is the thing, right?
That's never gonna be a
hold on. Let me make something like okay. I think conversations like this, they make men feel uneasy, right? Because a woman that's like sexually liberated, telling stories like that, you feel like, all right, how far does the influence go, right? Because you never want to envision your woman in that position. You understand what I'm saying? But there's always influence, right? So she's an older woman.
Explain the influence a little bit more.
Well, I'm saying people, it might be females out there that are like, oh, yo, 50th birthday? You heard what AJ Johnson did? Like, yo, she on some that's how women get when they get older.
She's gonna be the new Stella Got a Groove back. It's gonna be the new.
Yeah, it's like, yo, she taking control of her situation.
Right.
She taking these men, doing what she want with them, and just like, yo, she's pleasing herself. Right.
Yeah.
But those conversations, when you hear it as a man, it's like, oh, wow. It's
you know the reason why.
It's crazy.
Why?
Because women are made to be nurturers in general, right? And you always me personally, the way I look at it, I think a lot of other men look at it also. If I'm wifing her up, what if we have kids together or whatever have you?
That doesn't mean she wouldn't be a good nurturer because she's sexually liberated.
She's actually pretty good at multitasking.
She is good at multitasking. Right. I didn't say anything about that. I'm talking about
quality of a nurturer.
Her as a mother, having a mother, being a mother, we don't want our kid's mother to be seen in that light.
Why though? That's what I'm asking. Is it the male ego that has to do with that?
The male ego. I just think that we just find it as human beings, especially a male human being, that is nasty. It's not pure.
Okay.
We always want something that's pure.
Right.
You know what
I'm saying? But as a man,
we'll play.
As a man, if you was on the other side of that, would you be like, no, that's disgusting. No, I wouldn't do that.
No, because we could play with something that we're not taking serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could play all day. But as soon as it comes to our wives, that shit is off limits. You know what I'm saying? But we can play with. And when I say we can play, I'm not saying me as a man that's married is playing anything. But when we were younger, we could play with something and no, we're not taking that shit serious. Because if you're doing this with me, and you might be doing this with somebody else.
Right.
The second I have a kid with you, what is that gonna look like?
Well, hold on. You said that men can play, but women can't. Is
No,
that because?
No. I didn't say women couldn't play. I didn't say they couldn't play.
Okay.
I just said that the way that it's viewed for men is usually a lot different from.
So let me play off that. The thought is men can be with multiple women and do all that because our emotions aren't attached. Now, if she comes out and say that her emotions aren't attached, does that make it different for her?
No.
If she's emotionless to it, if it was just a thing, those two dudes, and she kept it moving, man mentality. If you sit down and she's sitting right here and she's talking like one of the guys, yo, I just knocked dudes down. I took 2 for my 50th. It was whatever. You know what I mean? If she got the right
50.
mentality for it, is there anything wrong with it?
I mean, at the end of the day, she's 50. What I usually equate when people have that, or when we have that conversation, can men do the same thing that women do? Can women do the same thing that men do? I just automatically go to pregnancy.
Well,
We can knock up a ton of women.
Well,
within a year.
She's 50.
Well, she's
Well, that's
50,
the only
yeah,
reason that I took
yeah.
that off the table.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
I took that off the table because, she's probably not going to get pregnant. I mean, Janet Jackson did, but
Right.
she's probably not going to get pregnant at
Okay,
50.
okay.
So maybe, it is a little bit different when you're a super cougar. I don't know.
Let's not, but I want to ask the question do you think that has been her mentality, or did that come on as a 50-year-old woman?
She ever been married?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know. So, but I'm saying, is that type of
Looking at
I
the
was about to
role-
say that type of behavior, but let me not. I sound judgy when I say that. But like her, you think she was?
If you think
fucking-
about the role she played in Baby Boy, it's kind of like who she is today, right? If it didn't work out with Ving Rhames, she was just having fun. Mom need a life too.
But
You know what I mean? Move the nigga in, had some fun, whatever. You know what I mean? Like just looking to get hers. She fulfilled at home. Her kids are raised. Everything is cool. She got a good relationship with her grandkids. Everything is cool. She checking all the boxes. She just
she got kids and grandkids?
no. I'm talking about her character in Baby Boy.
Oh.
I'm just taking that as an amalgamation of
'Cause I'm
like
very
if we
curious
were
about
gonna
that.
play that. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I didn't really do any like background on her. Yeah.
I don't know if she's been married. I don't know if she has kids. I don't know if she has grandkids. I
Right,
don't know any
right,
of that stuff.
right.
So I'm just, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I don't like to judge, but everybody does.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like it's almost impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a proud
very
judger.
impossible.
I'm a proud
I
judge.
judge y'all, yeah.
judge
Nigga, I'm
everything.
Judge Dredd, nigga.
Yeah. What
Fuck
I
that,
always
nigga.
I always think about, what was that dude that was interviewing Amber Rose, and he was like, she was like, so that makes me a slut? And he was like, so what does that make you? He said, a slut maker.
Basically, right, like your dog. Like
That shit was
you know
so
what I mean?
perfect.
One more angle to tackle this with. In the Me Too era, it's just the wrong message to send to women to go out there with 2 men and do certain things when, your pussy's so fragile. Like, yo, we just got an ear beating for the fucking last fucking 3 years about how fucking fragile y'all pussies were and all that shit. And now niggas is taking them 2 at a time. Pardon me, I'm sorry.
Oh God.
See, I think it's tricky because I really believe that the way she laid it all out, it probably wasn't like that, right? You could probably find one nice, sensitive guy that'll be like, oh, I just want to ravish in you. But you found 2?
Yeah, 2 dudes that's really like,
yeah.
no, excuse me, can I just have a little bit of vagina for just 5 minutes, and then I'll pass the vagina back to you.
Isaiah
and then
Rashad
we'll
and
be
his man.
fine.
Isaiah Rashad and his man went over there. Yeah, word, yeah.
You could probably
They
find
on
one.
that type of time.
You gonna find 2 dudes that's
2
on
guys.
it like that?
Like, come on, bro.
Like, nah.
Like,
Now,
come on.
Also,
That's
if
super rare.
if she said like, yo, all right, well, these 2 guys, they date each other, but they'll dip over the women sometimes too. But they were a couple or something like that.
That could be what it sounded like. That could be.
And that's what she doesn't want to say.
I got it.
That's what she don't want to say.
I got it.
That could be it. The friends.
That is what happened.
And she don't want to say that.
The friends that are together are really.
They wanted some sushi that night. Got tired of eating meat. All right, that's it with news and views, y'all. Let's move on.
Jesus Lord.
Happy Valentine's Day, y'all.
Right. Jesus Lord have mercy.
All right, so of course it's February. It's Friday, so Monday is gonna be Valentine's Day, and well, I we celebrate this holiday, and sometimes
I love it.
You do?
I love tricking.
You do? I love it. I don't believe you. But you know the thing is, what we thought about pre-production was like, where the hell did this whole thing come from? Like, where did what's the origin of Valentine's Day? KB, you wanna?
That's all you, brother.
All right.
I got a little crack at it.
Go ahead.
I got a crack at it?
Yeah.
I did a little research on it. Watched a couple of videos and shit.
Yeah. This is for everybody who
Romans. The Romans.
yeah.
It started off with the Romans, right?
You know they freaky as hell.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I think the Greeks are.
The Greeks are. But Rome isn't.
yeah, they kind of turned into one thing. Yeah. So it started off as a ritual for fertility, where they would sacrifice a dog and a goat and skin it, and the men of the town would get the skins and whip the women
Like a flogging.
almost like that. You know what I mean? And that happened
bloody
years.
skins and
Bloody skins, and that's where the red came from.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? With the holiday. Then they try to clean it up. They try to all societies grow, and they cleaned up their act, and this is what they got. They got from the women of the town would put their names in a basket, right? And the dudes in the town will pick the name, and that's who they get to fornicate with for the year. Until the next year.
Full year.
Until the next year, they could pick another name out and pick a new chick.
But some of they said some of those picks would end up in marriage.
Right. Okay. Yes.
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Interesting. Did y'all watch the same YouTube?
No. I probably not. 'Cause I didn't hear that part. I didn't hear that part.
But also
go.
that festival, even that particular day, was a lot of fornication, orgies, and shit like that that went on too.
Yeah, it was a wild day.
It was a real paganistic ritual,
right?
And that's what they left out. Yeah, so Christianity came to Rome, and they tried to clean up the act, and they tried to clean up the act.
This holiday was a weekend. Like this, it was like Super Bowl weekend.
Yes.
So it was the 13th through the 15th.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you going, you know what I mean? Yeah, people was going
it's just
nuts.
going to Pound Town every day.
Exactly. Oh no, all weekend.
All weekend.
Yeah, having a great time with it.
Do they only pick women that are ovulating?
I can't call it. I just thought whoever was on the table.
No,
whoever had their name on the book.
They said that men would go through the streets and women would turn their backsides in order to be whipped with the skins of the animals in order because they felt like that would make them fertile.
And you see how men always trick women? It was always a trick game. It's about having sex for men, but the women, the poor women, they just want to have a baby.
I just want to have a
so
baby.
So they really believe
and
this
it's
shit.
Like, why? I guess I got to get slapped with this squirrel.
Exactly. And fornicated, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you know what I mean?
It might have wanted to have sex also.
Right?
But the squirrel,
of course,
the squirrels and the
if
foxes.
you AJ Johnson, of course, you was taking them two at a time. AJ back
I don't know who my baby daddy is.
Exactly.
The Romans are like,
but
what?
It's trickery. Like, isn't it always just like dudes tricking women? Was that the first dude tricking women
Probably not.
Into mass sex though? Like they were tricking them into mass sex.
They were tricking girls in the Bible, man. Come on now.
Okay.
But also there is a PG version of this whole thing. So
Okay,
you know, yeah.
Saint Valentine. I'll let you go ahead.
All right, so another story, which I think is a sensationalized type of story that probably is made up, right?
That's just a made-for-TV shit. It's amazing.
Of Saint Valentine.
How they didn't make a movie off of this shit, I don't know. But go ahead.
It sounds like it's made for a movie.
It's amazing.
So Saint Valentine was he Christian? I think he was part of Christian.
He was clergy. He was more than Christian. He was like a.
Gotta be Catholic.
He was something. He was definitely Catholic, but he was in the Catholic Church.
I think this is when Christianity was coming to Rome.
Okay, all right,
Okay.
all right.
So
Basically,
basically,
around 1700s.
I don't.
1600s? No, I'm just-
It was like AD. It was early in the game.
Yeah. So
It was when they were still making shit up.
they said, what was his name? Emperor Claudius.
Got you.
Right. Who was the ruler? He felt like the soldiers that he had, they would go out to war and they would be homesick, wanting their wives and their families. So he felt like they didn't make good soldiers. Married men didn't make good soldiers. So he outlawed marriage.
Might have a point there, but go ahead.
Right? So he outlaws marriage, and this Saint Valentine felt like it was wrong. So he continued to marry people secretly.
Yeah.
And once Claudius,
Yeah.
I think Claudius II, he found out about it, he sentenced him to death. So while he's sentenced to death, he's in jail. And some of the people that he married secretly would come, give him letters to thank him for, what he did and all that good stuff like that. But also, while he was imprisoned, he fell in love with the daughter. I guess the daughter of
The guy who locked him
Yeah,
up.
One of the jailers. One of the jailers.
One of the jailers. I don't know if one of the jailers
Motherfucker.
or
How does that just happen? But go
Sneaky
ahead.
link. Yeah, sneaky link.
and he was executed on February 14th. And the last letter that he gave to the jailer's daughter said, from your Valentine or my Valentine or something like that. And that's where the phrase comes
Peep
from.
the bullshit. She was blind, and that shit killed her.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I heard that part too.
She was blind.
Shorty was blind. He was messing with a blind shorty in jail, and then when he gave her the letter, she could see the shit.
Wait, what? All right, yeah, that's
Hence
definitely some
Valentine's
made for
Day.
movie.
Now we-
Yo,
yeah.
If y'all don't pick this up,
All right.
who's the director, producer? Come on now, and we're gonna make the
dig?
black version.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna put this shit on BT.
Yo, but peep the way he died. He was clubbed to death. That's the fucked up way to die, right?
Really?
That's like
Getting
the
clubbed to
worst way
death.
to die.
Yeah, that's kind of the worst way to die.
That's worse than the firing squad.
Yeah. He was clubbed to death.
Brutal.
So they put him out of his misery.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Blind shorty could see and all that. And now we got Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay, all right. I got one more thing. No. This is the best part. It's the best part.
He sound like an 8-year-old.
No.
Ooh, I got more.
So the heart shape, right, that symbolizes Valentine's Day, because it was a holiday based off of fertility, the heart was shaped off of a woman's vagina.
Yeah, a heart does look like a woman's vagina.
Yeah, with the
I
labia
don't know
all
how.
spread out like a
No.
butterfly and shit like that. Like,
yeah, I guess.
yeah. So they got that.
Like this. Like to open, like this.
Yeah, just the way your fingers are doing it. Right, just like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The ill thing is how the illest thing is how they clean this thing up so much where
nah.
it's like,
What's about money?
yeah, people. It's basically all based around money.
Right.
So I have stats about that.
Let's talk about it, baby.
So let's do the stats on Valentine's Day.
Money man.
All right. So last year, Americans spent $19.6 billion
Wow.
on Valentine's Day. The average amount spent by a man is, how much would you guess? The average amount that you-
$180.
$175.
You said what?
180.
The average amount spent by a man is $143.56.
You got it.
Okay.
In 2021, $4.7 billion was spent on jewelry
In a pandemic.
in the pandemic.
Right.
$4.7 billion spent on jewelry.
Yeah.
1 day.
Right. Gives the new meaning to blood diamonds.
Craziness.
We all week, folks. We all week.
100. I was about to say something. I'm not gonna get into it. 115.78 million people are single on Valentine's Day. 144 million cards are exchanged on Valentine's Day.
Right.
32% of Americans surveyed said they would have sex on Valentine's Day. I thought that was
32,
very low.
that's kind of low, yeah.
I thought that was very low.
Well, we got to account for periods. Then we got to account for, we got to account for different things. We got to account for different things. Certain things going to take the prize off the map.
But sex on Valentine's Day should be automatic, right? If you're in a relationship.
I thought that number was very low.
Let me tell you about
it. They surveyed couples, and they said 32%. No. I'm sorry. It wasn't couples. It was American adults. 32% of American adults said that no matter what, we're having sex on Valentine's Day. I thought it would be somewhere
Valentine's
like
Day is the all-star game of sex.
55, 60%. It's the all-star game of sex.
It's the all-star game of sex, dog. Like,
I thought it was
or
Super
you
Bowl
move-
of sex.
I feel
Super Bowl.
like
I take Super Bowl too.
There's like 2 days you should definitely have sex as a man is
Birthday?
your birthday and Valentine's Day.
right.
What about your anniversary?
Your anniversary
On the
too.
map, too.
Yeah,
Okay.
anniversary.
That's a
You
hard
definitely
three.
supposed to get it in.
Yeah. So men went from going in the street whipping women with
Flogging them with
flogging
squirrels.
them with squirrel and goat skins.
Goats and dogs. Goats and dogs.
To paying $143 to get in there 3 times a year.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, yeah.
Man, who's on the losing end of this?
So
And then 32% don't even. I mean, then
what? That's
68% don't even have sex.
68%.
Yeah, I said 68%.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Don't
Friend
even have
zone
sex.
dudes. Who else? Friend zone dudes. Who else?
The single
What is single?
awareness.
What does single means?
Single means
single
that
means you have no one.
You
But
have no
there's a
one, yeah.
holiday for that though.
Okay.
SAD. They took the acronym of SAD.
Sad.
And
Wasn't that Students Against Drunk Driving? Yeah, it was like
no,
Students.
it's Single Awareness Day. It was it's considered a national holiday since I think 2015.
Single Awareness Day?
Single Awareness Day,
Single
which is
Awareness
February 15th, the day after.
Really?
Yeah.
Never
Oh, the day
Valentine's
after?
The day after.
I thought that was Sock Chick Day.
That was the day before is Side Chick Day, bro.
Oh, pardon me.
It
Pardon
is?
Me,
I
pardon
thought
me.
it was the day after.
You thought it was the day after?
For my side chick, it's the day after.
All right, for my side chicks, the day before.
Oh, okay.
That's
I guess
not-
it depends on you.
We can't do this anymore.
It's a joke.
Can we have friendly banter? Jesus Christ.
No.
Oh, man.
Ain't gonna happen.
GB, what's your go-to for Valentine's Day?
Flowers of some sort. That's all I'm gonna say. And chocolates. Definitely dinner. Steak dinners, definitely.
Okay, you go out?
Yeah. Yeah. Here we go out. Yeah.
I think it's just too much. It's too hectic to go out.
Dog,
Crazy to
that's
go out.
your dog. You gotta buy Christmas gifts on Christmas. It's hectic then, right? Everybody's out there
I
buying
don't, buy, I
toys.
don't buy Christmas gifts on
No,
Christmas.
he does buy Christmas gifts the same day.
Yeah, nigga.
That's
I'll
what
be-
he does.
Whatever's open, I'm there. All right. But yeah, man. Yo, listen. Sometimes you gotta go into the fire to show them that you care.
Do you buy
that's
a
it.
gift or it's like, all right,
No, yeah, we're not really.
It's
big
like
on
the
gift
regular-
gifts. Yeah, it's the, Valentine's Day gifts
Called
and then the
candy,
dinner and then
roses.
yeah, we keep moving.
gotcha.
Yeah,
KB.
but I will do that I do flowers and candies for my daughters and for my mother as well.
Gotcha.
So I spread the, yeah.
Absolutely. All the women got to get it.
Yeah.
What about you, KB?
I don't really celebrate it. I
Nigga,
don't.
Valentine's Jehovah Witness. Go ahead.
I don't.
Speak on.
I'll be.
How do you pull that off though?
Because when we first started talking, I told her I don't really celebrate it.
gotta
You
live
know,
with that
every
shit.
once in a while, I'll
Did she
get
roll with that?
something. we married now. What the fuck are you gonna do? Like, what's happening? Like, yo, if you're gonna get angry, you get angry for whatever time that you need to be angry for, and then we get over it. But at the end of the day, I do get her something every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? And but it's not. I celebrate her on a daily basis. So for me to do it on Valentine's Day is nothing special at all.
See, okay, you're saying that, but I think that's why the holiday is a necessity. Because you think about it, like most men are not that romantic. They're not that thoughtful. Yeah. So again, talk about the sex thing.
I'll buy my wife random flower. Well, I haven't done it in a long time, but
that's what Valentine's Day is for.
Don't say that. Don't say that, because women that hear that, other wives that hear that and be like, "Oh, Kyle buys his wife random stuff and this, that, and the third. Why you don't do that?"
Well, hey, everybody has a different relationship. So
them Belt Parkway flowers.
No, the CVS flowers. Yeah. Don't play me. The CVS flowers. First of all, the CVS flowers.
You know what's crazy? I don't think it matters. When you're doing it randomly, it don't matter. If you're doing it randomly, it don't matter. Now, probably on Valentine's Day, you gotta go to a florist or whatever. You can't get off the.
You gotta have it delivered. So people can see it.
Yeah.
Got to stunt, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? You ain't get them if no one saw them.
Listen.
You dig?
Go get my gas from the gas station.
Okay.
When I'm going to pay.
Matter of fact.
Them flowers right there. Hey, give me those.
Those ain't dead yet.
Give me those. These are still good, right? Poppy, we had them out for a week. So give me a discount.
Yeah, so back to what I was saying. I was saying that most men, we don't, we're not romantic like that. So you need this particular day for most men to remember, like, yo, I have to be romantic today. I got to get something.
So what's your go-to?
I do flowers. I do dinner. We haven't been going out for dinner. We've been staying home cooking dinner.
Okay.
But yeah, flowers, cards.
You cook?
I have.
Okay.
In the past. Okay. But it depends.
In the last 10 years, what you do?
Flowers.
Okay.
Card.
Dinner,
I think sometimes we probably gone out in the last 10 years, but
that's something.
Once it gets hectic, it's like
I cook. I'll cook it. I'll make a dinner.
But you gotta pull like the little stromboli. You gotta pull something out. yeah, man. Come on, man. You can't make no beans and rice with the shrimp.
Nah, spaghetti.
Okay, all right. Spaghetti. Listen. Maybe the spaghetti's good. Maybe it's good.
As a man, do you expect anything?
I think we already discussed it. All-Star game. I want it off the backboard reverse. That's all I said.
KB.
That's it's like, I know I'm not getting shit, and I just keep it like that. You know what I'm saying? We have sex enough that it's like sex ain't really, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Like, I don't think about it like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get this whole elaborate thing put together.
Either way, you say you don't
lingerie and
you don't celebrate it anyway. So I mean, even a gift though.
No, I get no gifts.
Oh, Corey, cool. You expect anything in return on Valentine's Day?
Like personally, for myself.
Yeah.
Well, me and my wife exchange gifts.
Oh, okay.
We do that. Kind of like, all right.
Well, that's nice. At least you get something.
What's the last thing you got?
I always pick shoes.
Okay. You get shoes for Valentine's Day? All right. We doing something wrong. You hustling backwards, yo.
My wife.
Word. Oh, yeah, you about to start,
The fuck?
Yeah, you about to start.
Oh, we can get shoes? Oh, I'll buy something for shoes.
Gotta be red, baby.
Sometimes, maybe my wife will cook sometimes on Valentine's Day.
Nice.
But other than that, I don't really expect much. I don't expect a gift or anything like that. But yeah.
So would you guys go to a sex shop to go like pick something out for Valentine's Day?
No.
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
I wouldn't be opposed to it either.
But it would really depend on what she's looking to pick out. Like, I'm not looking for no competition.
What you saying no to?
Dildos, bitch.
You in Toys R Us saying no, nigga? No fuck wrong with you. What you bring her here for, nigga?
Strap-ons and pegs.
But you was a Toys R Us kid. The fuck you saying no? Come on, man. You in there? You gotta say yes.
No.
Strap-ons and pegs.
Come on, man.
Not doing it.
No, you wouldn't?
Nah, I don't.
Not for the holiday? No.
Nah, yeah, we ain't into that.
No?
You better get you a swing. Yeah, you better get you a swing, boy.
Keep it moving.
Shit.
Nah, but I mean, all right. So yeah, Valentine's Day is all good. How did it start? Like with you, like grade school kids and all that. Like do you get your kids like a whole bunch of cards to give to school and all that stuff, and they give it to all the kids in the class?
That's the wife's department.
It's kind of like sanitized now, though, right? It's not like the kid that you like anymore. It's just everybody gets one.
Yeah, that's how kids do it these days.
Yeah, now just everybody gets one. We just keep it moving, and you know.
Yeah.
My son only gives it to the hottest 5-year-old in the class.
Okay. I'm not touching it.
All right.
I have nothing.
I'm gonna end it there.
All right. So what do we think about SAD or Single Awareness Day?
I think it's sad.
That's exactly
Honestly,
why
yo.
it should be named
I
sad.
think it's sad. I think it's a lot. All right, that's a bad.
Well, they were actually they actually have events where people they'll go and be around other single people.
Sad people?
Yeah. Some people do speed dating, all that type of stuff like
Right.
that. But you got to understand, these people are not like, oh, fuck love or Valentine's Day. And all that stuff. They still do want someone.
Absolutely.
But they're just embracing their singleness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Embracing your singleness.
Yeah.
That's dope. Embrace your singleness.
have you ever been alone on Valentine's Day?
Yeah, but not. It wasn't supposed to be like that. But yeah, that's a story for another day. But yeah.
KB.
But yeah.
I'm sure I have. I don't really pay attention to the date like that. I'll be completely honest. I don't pay attention to Valentine's Day enough to notice if I'm missing anything.
It's been so long, I couldn't remember the last time I was alone on Valentine's Day.
Right.
So
That's a blessing. You're not sad.
absolutely, it is.
Yeah.
Well, he's
Cheers
been
to you.
married for a good amount of time.
Cheers
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day, it's a good holiday. I mean, it makes you good in your A game. Like, yo, listen, if you're a single guy, here's a little advice. You're a single guy, the end of January, you know what I mean? You should be scouting. Like you should. There's always women in somebody's life, right? If you're digging on something, start applying. Start asking questions. If someone's single, you know what I mean? Start working on it.
Why? Why start working on it towards Valentine's Day where you got to buy?
Because it's a day that makes it easier for you to get to your goal, right? Like if you're trying to meet somebody, you said
take
that
her
the
out.
people inside, they don't want to be there. You know what I mean? Like it's a holiday that they all commiserate. So why not work on it? Like why not the end of January be shoot your shot day? You know what I mean? Like start working on the shit. You know what I mean? Like
that makes a lot of sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like why not? You know what I mean? So that's
Nah,
one
that
advice I
does make
got.
sense.
You know what I mean?
Like single, shoot your shot. And
Closed
see if you
mouth
can
don't get
something.
fed.
No, it's a fact.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I got.
Very orchestrated.
All right. I think we dug enough into Valentine's Day. I don't even know if we got anything else left.
Oh, I got one more thing.
Okay.
Chocolate, right? The chocolate is not really chocolate. No, I got it. That's it. That's it. That's all I got.
Jesus
Good night,
Lord.
yo. Good night,
Jesus
yo.
Lord have mercy.
All right. Okay.
Chocolate, yo.
Before we go, let's talk about this.
Call.
No.
You think it call? You're
That's
a
the
Drake
thing.
fan,
On-
though.
on Cigar-
Drake is favorite rapper, though. We can't record. You don't got a mic.
On
You got a
Cigars
mic.
and Whiskey, we can't go for it's not bad, bro. No, okay, that's fine. That's fine, but we looking for the best of the best.
Painlessly.
So rate it
Pardon.
out of a 10. I want some too.
Go ahead.
Rate it out of a 10.
I'm going to go 7.5.
Really?
Yeah.
You
was painless.
you like really liberal with your ratings, bro.
That's how he rates it, though. You can't.
Yes,
force him.
I am.
I'm sorry.
Listen,
I'm sorry,
I'm on a scale. What I give the joint last week? I gave that a 10. No, I gave that a 10.
You did.
That was money.
Yeah, you gave that.
It was complex.
Super complex.
It wasn't as
aged, complex.
easy as this. This is easy. We've been sipping on this for a couple of hours. We're not even halfway through the bottle. We all right.
I feel no ill effects.
I'm cool on it. I'll give it a 7.5.
So far.
I drank some wine last night, and I was a little more tipsy than I am now with this shit. But for me, a 5 is just popping up in my head right now.
And you hard on them hoes. Go ahead.
What?
You hard on them.
That's the number that just popped in my head.
Why the 5 though? I might have to dispute you. I just want you to explain it.
It's
because of the complexity.
It's like you said. It doesn't have much complexity. It's very, very light. It's very light.
Yeah.
It's almost too light.
It's like it's like it is like it's really too light.
Because when you think about something like, all right, so a 40-80 is something like an Irish whiskey, which is something like a Jameson. Jameson tastes. I'm sorry, but my opinion is Jameson tastes way better than this.
Right.
What's the other one that?
So we spoke about the Glenmo. We talking about the Jack.
Glenmo, but
what's the gentleman Jack?
The proper 12, you saying?
Not proper 12. There's the other one. Oh God! And I put you onto it, and you was on it for like a week, 2 weeks, or 2 months.
Oh, you crazy?
Bushmills also.
Months, yeah.
Bushmills.
This is hard. This hit harder than
all right, are we? Okay.
You think this is better than
This
Bushmills?
is better than Bushmills.
Well,
yes,
Bushmills probably.
You think so?
I think
Yes,
Bushmills is a little bit more complex than even.
This is a party whiskey.
All right.
This, if you have this in the collection, Ron,
should we be comparing an Irish to an American? I'm saying.
I mean, if we're rating
not,
everything,
probably not. But I'm rating it off of just taste in general. You know what I'm saying? I don't drink enough American whiskeys to even, like put this up against anything. I don't even know what other American whiskey I drink like that.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask both of you guys a question. When you drink at home on a Saturday night, you're starting your night. Do you drink the same whiskey all night, or do you kind of go to different tastes?
I'm drinking the same thing. If I'm okay, I stay with it.
I kind of go to different things. I feel like if I had this in my collection, this would go first because I'm gonna start every night of drinking with this. I think this is a good palate cleanser. It starts the night off. It's easy. It's smooth. You can have it after dinner. It's not too harsh. It's not doing too much to you. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna run through these. You know what I mean? I'm gonna find this and I like it. It leaves a little bit to be, desired.
That's okay. Because I'm you know what I was about to say. Like the finish is like super short, bro.
Yeah,
the finish is mad short.
More, and it's just like you hit it and it's done.
Right.
It's finished.
Right.
Like,
Right.
There's nothing.
But I feel like there's a place for that.
The place for that is for people that don't drink whiskey. That's usually the place for it. A starter. This is like a starter. This is a starter kit.
Shooting, nigga. Let's go.
It's a starter kit. This is the starter bottle for someone that might want to make a foray into whiskey.
What's the
you
score?
know what I'm saying?
What's the score?
4.5 maybe. Yeah.
Oh wow, you got lower than me.
I don't like the bottle. First off,
okay, all right, okay.
I don't like the bottle.
Okay, they grew on me.
Like for this to be on my bottle shelf, like in my bar,
Right.
I don't like it.
Okay.
I think it throws off my beautiful bar altogether.
Respect.
I don't like the plastic.
A liquor bottle.
Yeah.
It
looks
that's
like
what it looks like.
Yeah.
I don't like the cheap plastic. The taste is decent, but it's the fact that I like to taste a bunch of different notes at any different time, and for it to be different every time I drink it, you're gonna get this exact same shit every time. This is take it to the face, try and get drunk, and
Try.
go.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not crazy about this.
Yeah, one thing I just thought about is like, I don't want to sound any type of way, but like, this might be his environment might be like, oh, let's do shots of some whiskey. It might be a shot thing. You understand what I'm
Party
saying?
whiskey, like
Let's do shots of this.
I can see that.
Not just sit and sip.
Kind
You
of
understand what I'm saying?
like what's the whiskey that tastes like red
Fireball.
Fireball.
Oh,
Kinda like a Fireball.
y'all doing it like that? Y'all calling it Fireball?
I'm not calling- I didn't call
That's
it- he said
disrespectful. All right, let's end it. All right, y'all.
Just saying.
Yo, he called it Fireball.
Just saying.
It's not a Fireball in the
it's
gas
not.
station.
No, it's
we
not.
We talk about that too, like.
No, real talk. But when you think about Fireball, what do you think about? You're not gonna put
cinnamon?
but you're not gonna put it in the glass.
It's a shot.
You're
It's a
just gonna
shot.
take
Yeah,
shots
but it
of
don't
it.
taste like this.
No,
No,
that's
no.
not what I said. I
All
didn't say
right.
it tastes like it.
All right.
I said it's used probably the same way. Just taking party shots. Yo, pour this up, take a shot, y'all take a shot, and then everybody takes a shot. And here's what happens. You take a shot and that's not that bad.
Right.
Give
That's
me
what I'm
some
saying.
more.
Right.
Because
okay.
you can't.
Like
One thing
tequila.
you can't take away from the fact that it's smooth.
Right.
So that's what somebody who doesn't drink whiskey like that,
Yeah.
they'll take a shot like, oh, that shit wasn't bad. It was smooth.
So its strongest attribute kind of hurts it.
I guess so.
Okay.
For
Whiskey drinkers.
whiskey drinkers, for people that actually want to drink great whiskey,
Yeah.
this ain't it.
Bring the filter.
Yeah, if you want to sit,
taste
you
the
want to
filter.
sit
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
it
and
that
just
shit.
chill.
and sit with it and
Right.
really
Get into it.
Smell
into
it
it.
and drink
Could you
it.
imagine
enjoy
drinking this with a
with
cigar?
Oh, nah. It's not gonna do anything for you.
You won't.
yeah.
Nothing.
I agree with you on that. Okay.
Nothing.
Like-
Smoke a
like-
I'm gonna
cigar.
stick with mine though. I'm gonna stick with a
I-
10.5. I'm thinking strictly off of utility. You can have this in your bar. It's gonna go. There's a purpose for this. If you're entertaining, women can drink this. Not to disparage any women whiskey drinkers at all, but women usually like
A lighter
a
palate.
cocktail. You know what I mean? I respect all the females drinking. You know what I mean? But yeah, people with a lighter palate.
Yeah.
Introductory whiskey drinkers.
Baby tongues.
I think it has a story too. Like you look at the bottle, you could tell a story with the bottle. Then you could be like, "Oh, it's Drake's."
Right.
You could sit with it and have it at your bar and be like,
Yeah.
it could be a conversation
Yeah.
piece.
Yeah.
I'll find a place
But
for
as far as like a whiskey drinker, I'm not sure if it's because literally I could take a sip of it and it's off my tongue in like 5
Done.
seconds.
Got you.
It's done. So,
Finished.
hey, maybe this is the first offering from them. Maybe they'll come out with another blend or something like that. I don't know. Not saying that Drake should just stick to music. It's not terrible, but it's not like, don't have, I would say just don't have super expectations for it. That's all.
Right.
And why do we always have to get like? It seems like everybody that does these the first forays of this is super young. Like you can't link with.
I think it's more about getting it out.
I think it is also
Because it's like I think most of the better ones that age more, they just want to get it out.
like an older distillery. That's what I would do if I was to do this. I would link with an older distillery, and I would brand my own whiskey towards whatever they had that was aged. You dig what I'm saying? So it'd be like let's say like a Glenlivet 15. You know what I'm saying? But you make it to where I could slap my label on it, and then we just have like a short run of Glenlivet 15s that just say Glenlivet 15 Booker.
It's the barrel, just a couple,
Glenlivet 15.
Absolutely.
I don't know why they do these when it's obvious that it's very inexpensive and it's very young.
Well, that's why you put the face behind it. You put the
I get
biggest
it.
selling rapper
And they're gonna
of
sell. And they're
all
gonna
time.
sell.
And they're gonna go.
Yeah,
they're gonna go off the face. They're gonna go off of everything. They're gonna go off of the black owned. They're gonna go off of everything.
And we're not bashing. Like I hate to sound like we're bashing. I'm not bashing it.
You get a 4.5. I gave it a 7.
That,
so
no,
Drake,
that, I think the assessment is all right. If you take away the whole Drake
Me and
thing,
Corey.
you just doing an assessment as far as just straight up being a whiskey in the rating, like I think it's around that range.
Yeah.
So
I mean, nose palette, presentation. I would just
yeah.
That's just what.
So
it is.
guys, tell us what you think. If you had the Virginia Black American whiskey, let us know how you felt like it fared. Again, we want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Cigars and Whiskey. Like I said before, if you don't follow us on Instagram, please do at Cigars Whiskey. That's Cigars with an S, Whiskey. Also, check us out on YouTube at Cigars and Whiskey Podcast. Cigars, the and sign, Whiskey Podcast. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, any comments, any recommendations, meaning if you have a recommendation of a cigar, a whiskey, or even a topic, please hit us up. Yeah, hit us up. This guy.
America. Bear with us, America.
That was so unnecessary, though. That's the thing. It was unnecessary,
Bear
right?
with us,
So,
America.
all right. If you have any recommendations of cigars, whiskeys, or even a topic, hit us up. If you have a product or service and you would like to sponsor a show, email us, podcast@cigarswhiskey.com. Again, it's podcast@cigarswhiskey.com. If you dig the show and you like the content that we're putting out and you want to show your support, you can do that via Cash App. It's the same as the Instagram. Cigars Whiskey, that's Cigars with an S, Whiskey. All right, and check out your guy, super producer Corey Cool, as the voice of 90.3 WHPC.
Yeah.
Play it Cool show
Yeah.
every Thursday, 7 to 8 p.m.
Yeah.
He goes live on Instagram also. Follow him on Instagram at Cool University. That's Cool, UNIVERCITY. Guys, give him your handles.
At WhiteStar GB.
The Booker's Solutions.
All right.
IG.
Oh, sorry about that. And like we said before, any of the smaller micro brands, the boutique brands, small batch cigar and whiskey companies, hit us up. We would love to have your product on the show. We do very fair, unbiased reviews. If you have a good product and you think it can stand up against some of the bigger brands, definitely hit us up. All right. We would love to have you guys on the show. All right. And with that, we want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Cigars and Whiskey. We will catch you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Peace, God.
Yeah. That's the way you do a show, fella. Shit, boys.
I just want to say you guys are amazing. Listen, something's wrong with my shit, yo. Like, yo, I'm trying to turn the shit down and shit wasn't going down.